Hey friends, I am back with a new video and today I will talk to you about 5 pros and 5 cons of studying in Canada. Although I entered Canada as a permanent resident initially, I was bunk buddies with a lot of international students, and I wanted to share my experience with you. So without further ado, let's get started. Just like my previous video, I will start with the cons and move on to the pros to leave a better taste. Regardless of what course you enroll for, as an international student, you will always pay a ridiculous premium to study in Canada. An average fee difference between an international student and a domestic student is usually 2 times to 5 times depending on the university, course, college and province involved. As you can see from the image I sourced for you right here, I have mentioned the link for your use in the description down below. The difference is just too much. Number 2. Lower standard of living, with higher cost of living. On average, students that I hung out with back in the day were all coming from fairly high standard of living conditions. However, because of an exorbitant amount of fees charged by the Canadian universities, students often have to lower their standard of living significantly. For instance, most students are forced to live in a shared accommodation setting, or even a shared basement, or a shared room. You also have to cook for yourself, wash your own dishes, do your own laundry, clean your house, take out the garbage, and if you're thinking of ordering the food every time you're hungry, it's just not economical. For people immigrating from Asian countries, you are not used to this kind of a lifestyle, and if you're not surrounded by right people, you can feel really depressed with the circumstances. Despite these conditions, the actual cost of living is still much higher. You have to pay for your own rent, your own groceries, save for fees for the second and third semester, plus passes or car installment, etc. In general, you will realize that your lifestyle has gotten much busier during the regular college days. You must study, prepare for projects and school work. You also have to work 20 hours every week. You have to do your own chores, and traveling can also take up to 1 to 2 hours of your day. At the end of the day, you're super exhausted, and this doesn't end here. Same routine continues every month until your semester breaks, but then you're working 40 hours a week. Make sure you surround yourself with good friends. Just hang on. You will get rewarded for all the hard work in the end. Stay tuned. Number 4. Healthcare is not covered for international students in all provinces. While Canada is famous for its free Canadian healthcare, in most cases, these services are only available to Canadian citizens and permanent residents. Hence, all international students attending colleges or universities in Canada may be asked to arrange for health insurance for the duration of their study program. In some of the provinces, international students are required to obtain private health insurances. In some cases, the educational institutions offer health insurance packages to international students and will require students to register for their health insurance packages. In short, you have to come prepared, in respect of your health insurance, and this is also an additional cost you have to bear. Despite all these negative points, I can tell you that there are a lot of international students who have made it successfully in Canada. Now, I'm going to highlight some of the best perks of studying in Canada. Number 1. Study permit. If you are an international student, studying full-time and have a valid study permit, your spouse or common law partner can apply for an open work permit. Which means that your spouse or partner will not require any job offer, and his or her work permit will be valid for the same period as your study permit. And, if you have a kids, they can all attend Canadian primary and secondary schools absolutely free of cost. This means that you can double the speed of your gathering your student fees, and in fact recover all your fees by the time you are ready to apply for your permanent residency. Doesn't that sound great? Number 2. Opportunities to study from top universities in Canada. Studying in some of the world-class Canadian educational institutions gives you amazing exposure to new ways of looking at things. Helps you better equip yourself for future jobs and/or further education as well. You will get good job offers after completing the degrees successfully. This is the reason you went through all the difficulties in the first place. This is a stepping stone to your successful future in Canada or anywhere else in the world. Next, number 3. Opportunity to apply for permanent residency and potentially become Canadian citizen. Depending on your course duration, after you complete your education, you will at least have a similar period of work permit, if not more. During this period, Most students not only make up for the fees paid to the universities or colleges, but they also prepare for an application for permanent residency. The best part is, they are already acquainted to the Canadian weather, Canadian culture and job market, which means, as soon as they get their permanent residency, they're set for life in Canada. Next, number 4. Ease in getting jobs after graduation. Employers in Canada give high priority to Canadian educated students. Not only they have an understanding of how things work in Canada, but also understand the cultural expectations at the workplace. Moreover, they also have some exposure of working in other Canadian companies. Lastly, employers also know that these fresh graduates are hungry to make more money and have a great potential to become future managers with long-term goals in their company. This is something that most new permanent residents struggle with, and hence freshly graduated deserving students have an upper hand here. Number 5. Options to apply for further studies. Canadian universities really encourage research mindset in the students. You can apply for further studies if you did well in your bachelor's program. It could be in the field of research or even for doing master's or PhD. For more details, you can check it out with your immigration consultant or your university directly. So that is it for today. Please let me know in the comment section below, how did you like my today's video? And let me know if there is any specific topic you want me to cover for the next video, or videos. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon, so you do not miss any updates on my channel. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.